Hello everyone. Good almost Christmas Eve. So it's Christmas Eve's Eve, I guess. Merry Christian, Merry Crisis, Merry Chrysler. Welcome in everyone. Welcome in Blue Parrot, welcome in Emprickle Woodland. How is everyone doing today? I need to probably adjust my mic a little bit. But I think this sounds okay. Hold on. Perfect. Okay, so it's been 20, 21, around 3 weeks since I last streamed, and I'm very sorry about that. I've been a very busy bee, as some people would say. I hate electronics, and their lab reports, they take so much time, and it's insane. But I've been doing okay, I would say. You are a student, sadly. Tristemente, I am sadly a student. Indeed, I am indeed. But yeah, hopefully we are not going to finish the trial number 5 today. Probably because it's too long and we don't really have that much time. But I wanted to do a little stream or two before. Libel, thank you so much for that sub. 13 months. I don't know, you find time to read as a student myself. Así de sorillo. Así de sorillo. Kase no yo uni. Tuki mi harawo. Padoru padoru. Merry Crisis. Merry Christmas. I should probably... Yeah, there we go. Merry Christmas, Libel. Thank you so much for your 13-month subscription. It's been a long time. And thank you for being here. How's your week been? Speak Spanish. Okay, we're going to speak Spanish for 5 minutes. Hola, felices fiestas, feliz Navidad. Feliz casi 25 de diciembre, fum pum pum. Españita, como esta edición hay que hablar español al principio del stream. Y qué contaros, pues de momento, pues bien, ¿no? O sea, ahora mismo tengo que estudiar para exámenes, pero estoy haciendo una cosa, no sé, si los que me seguís en Twitter sabéis que estoy dando la lata con el Valhalla, que es la música que está sonando ahora mismo además. Ahí está. Estoy jugando al Valhalla diariamente, lo estoy comentando en un hilo de Twitter. Me lo estoy pasando muy bien, pero que muy bien. Es la tercera vez que lo juego este año. Empecé el año jugando Valhalla tipo a las 2 de la mañana de año nuevo y lo voy a acabar jugando Valhalla, lo cual es como un buen circulito. Luego repetiré todo esto en inglés, pero... No, sorry Empirical Woodland, I still don't have links added. If you can send it to me, I will link it in chat. If you send me a DM or something. Estás practicando para cuando termine la carrera y acabes de camarera. Joder, es que es literalmente toda cualquier experiencia española. Terminas la carrera, acabas de camarero. No hay punto medio. Es tal cual. Okay, you will discard it. Okay. I'm very sorry. I should probably change that option sometimes, but it's been 3 very busy weeks for me these past 3 weeks. Ok, pues... ¿Qué más decir? La verdad es que no mucho. ¿Cuándo has hecho esto? Buah, es que no tengo las timestamps aquí. Vale, pues nos quedan como 3 minutitos de español. Mientras tanto, pues no sé. ¿Qué tal habéis estado todos? ¿Algo interesante en vuestras vidas? Voy a ir poniendo el juego. No es un momento. I'm going to start the game right now. Dadme nada. 5 minutes, 5 minutos. Ok. Espero que el juego se escuche bien. Quizás lo subo un poco. Le compré a mi hermana de 30 putos años un juguete para Navidad. Bien. Nada, no hay nada mejor que un juguete para Navidad. Sí, ya me has comentado que estabas viendo el One Piece. Sí, el One Piece. O como le decimos en la carrera de física, la pieza unitaria, ¿no? Creo que se oye bien el juego. Me gustaría decir que sí. Todos con el One Piece. Yo tengo que seguir. Llevo como un mes prácticamente sin leer, pero porque cada vez que quiero leer por la noche, o hay una práctica, o hay un ejercicio, o quiero jugar al Valhalla. Entonces no tengo tiempo, pero en Navidades tendré más tiempo. Alright, and we're back to English. So, as I was saying to my Spanish chat, which I love very much, thank you for being there. I've been playing Valhalla daily, VA11 Hall A, the Cyberpunk bartending game. I've been playing that daily and commenting it on a Twitter thread, and it's been a blast. It's like the third time I've played this game this year alone. And it's funny because I started on New Year's Eve this year. Like back all the way back on January 1st. I was playing Valhalla right around 2 a.m., 3 a.m. And I went all the way to like 5 a.m. It was insane. And then I played it again on June, July, around that time. And I had a blast with it. And now I'm finishing up the year with more Valhalla, so I guess the cycle completes itself. I started watching it with a friends back in April. You mean One Piece? So you're like 100 chapters, episodes before catching up. Oh, okay. It's been a beautiful journey. It's one hell of a journey. I really need to get back on it because I'm very excited to see Dressrosa, Whole Cake. I'm all the way almost there. I can almost touch it. Yeah, it's a long journey, Blue Parrot, but you have to think that One Piece is not meant to be consumed in one go. Like, you don't have to read it in one day or 1 week or 1 month even. Like, you can take the individual stories that make the arc and just, okay, I will read this month, and then I will take a pause, and then I will read again, and like a long journey. So, because it's the journey that matters, not the destination, as we both know. But yeah, it's been a really great journey. I want to continue because I really want to get up to date with everyone else and comment on what's going on. You started on the 31st of December. Ooh, nice. So that was like your New Year's resolution to actually read through all of One Piece. I actually had a similar resolution for this year, which was to continue One Piece with my Twitter thread, and then that thread got deleted with my old account, but now it's back with my new account, so I guess I sort of fulfilled that the wish. I couldn't for some reason get the word out of my mouth. Wow, you just read all of One Piece in like 15 days. Jesus Christ. Alright, so let's continue where we left off. I'm going to be honest, I barely remember where we left off. So you will have to excuse me while I try to adjust to the voices and everything else. 15 days for like 600 episodes of anime. It seems like a bit excessive. I don't think there's like enough time in there. I need to like compute it. Hold up. I'm getting my calculator. I am calling your bluff right now, Label. Hold up. So let's just say it was 16 days. Times 24 hours, that's like 384 hours. Alright. So one episode of One Piece is like around 25 minutes. Let's just cut it down to 20 because OPs and endings. So 20 times 600 divided by 60. Okay, it's actually possible. It's like 200 hours. And there was like 384 hours in 16 days. So it is fully possible that Libel really just binge all of One Piece in 15 days. I saw the entire gameplay for the first Danganronpa in a day. Maybe I should shut my mouth. We're all crazy like that here. 600 episodes, but like 400 of them are filler. Yeah, the anime does a very bad job with that. But the manga is where it's at. Like, if you want to watch or experience One Piece, you should read the manga. Okay, I will try to make my judge voice again, but I don't promise it being good. Here we go. Alright.
Order, please. Let us resume the proceedings. Witnesses, you will now retake the stand.
Oh, it was the evil Wario-looking brothers. Look, it's Waluigi and Wario. They're right there. It's literally them.
I presume you heard the Defense Council summation examination.
Oh, yeah, Gafna. I did, Goth. I did. Mr. and Mr. Sulkin. Hold up, I think this it sounds a little bit loud on my low on my end. Should probably. There we go. I think it should sound better for you as well. Hydrate now. Thank you. Ooh, I've missed playing this. Oh, I had like some spicy chorizo for dinner today. It wasn't very spicy, but it left the underside of my tongue a little bit sleepy, so you will have to excuse me for that. Mr. and Mr. Skulkin. A car, blimey! This is going to be hard work. Earlier in this trial, you gave the following testimony about your actions after you entered Windybanks. Well, it was Bedlam soon as, weren't it? Ooh, you had ruffles. It was, Naz, it was. Didn't even have the time to pull me dukes out me Lucy lockets. However, that was a lie. You brothers. Oh, blimey. On the night in question, I'm vibrating with sodium and oil. You rifled through the items on the victim's counter. We never done nothing of the sort. How did you figure that out? Oh. They are literally Wario and Waluigi, I love them.
You will now give formal testimony once again. You will tell the court precisely what happened on the night in question. And this time, don't fuck it up. You will tell the truth.
Hi, Rightskew, welcome in. How are you doing, Rightskew? So good to have you here. These voices are excellent. No, they are not. I just changed the voice for Wario like 3 times in a row. Because it's been like 3 weeks and I forgot his voice. But thank you so much. Welcome in, Rightskew. Okay, I need to do band 6, which is like very low. Okay, and to like... Oikov! I'm not going to give band 6 that much. Oikov! No. Alright. You missed the singing earlier. Yeah, you missed the singing. I did a little sing. I will probably do it later, don't worry. Maybe, if I'm feeling right. I don't know. Alright. Each lie that passes your lips serves to increase the severity of your punishment. And just like that, he doesn't get any cuts, he just disintegrates that chalice like it's nothing. And that, gentlemen, may deal a crushing blow to your chances of ever seeing the light of day again. They're literally Wario and Waluigi, like I don't know what else to tell you. They're like British Wario and Waluigi. A thought worth pondering, perhaps. Say no more, Gaff. We hear ya.
We'll blab, we'll squeak, we'll pitch.
Witness testimony. Illegal entry. The whole truth. Alright, we did knock a few things over, but we weren't rifling for nothing.
It was when I heard the gunshot, see. Made us both jump, and all the stuff went flying.
Lammy, it didn't have to give me a fight. What? It didn't have to give me a... I don't get it. We was thinking the serial had come out of the door and get us next.
We stuck everything back when we found it and scampered right straight into him in the back, in the black.
We couldn't have shot the pawnbroker, see? We never even had a chance, did we? I love it. Oh no, so that clip from earlier was me singing the Padoru song. It's a very fun clip. I will probably look it up later.
So you admit to the defense's accusation. You did indeed ransack Mr. Windybank's countertop on the night in question.
Not ransack, Governor. No.
That's right, Nash. That's right. It's more like we tied it up. Yeah.
Man 6 is like, I am so tired of your bullshit, I will literally kill you myself. Oh, sorry. By their own admission, these brothers entered the pawnbrokery under dubious circumstances. However, they panicked and fled on hearing the gunshot, having first made good their mess. The way you say it, we hardly sound like roughs at all. We don't, Nash, we don't. Can't make it sound a bit more cutthroat. Can't just be a coincidence that these men showed up at Windybanks that night. There's more to their testimony than meets the eye. I'm sure of it. Okay, I need to like check the whole court record first because I forgot everything that we had. Okay, so we have the ticket box, decision papers, the blood here. Okay. Yeah, single bullet wound in upper half of victim's back. No other visible signs of trauma. Instant death from a posterior bullet wound to the heart. Or from the back. The bullet entered the body from the back on a gently rising diagonal trajectory. Picture the layout of the room. And we have two guns. We have Windybank's gun and the Skulking Brothers gun. Yeah, there are signs that a single round was fired. The two photographs and the device. Oh god, the Iris voice. Have to pop your two prints in here to start with, you see. And then, when you look through the eyepieces, you can see the image in 3 dimensions. The important thing is to get right is the position of the two prints. I don't know who came up with the idea of a stereoscope, but it's really quite fascinating. I am not prepared to do the Iris voice today, I'm very sorry, chat. If that's the case, then why didn't you testify to that effect in the first place? Well, you know, we ain't exactly squeaky clean, are we? Wait, Nash, we ain't. Even if we're made to do something like that, people would think we was up to no good. Well said, Ringo. Me old China. China. We'd only land ourselves in even more trouble. And in fact now, as a result of lying in your previous testimony, that's exactly what you've done. Landed yourselves in even more trouble. China. No. That's rotten luck. Says the rotten apple eater. Witnesses, explain your actions to the court. Why did you ransack the victim's counter? We never ransacked nothing. Right, Nash, right. More like we tidied up the place up. He's like literally done with everyone. He's like, Man 6 is like, I will literally kill you with myself. Wait, Ringo is... I don't know who is who. I should probably learn their names. Oh, Ringo's there. Okay, Ringo is Wario. And all that stuff went flying. So what you're saying is... the sound of the gunshot shocked you so much, you knocked all those things off the counter? Well, it shocked one of us at mass, yeah. This bag of nerves needs to learn to keep its shirt on. Look, it was louder, right? Blimey, me dead granny would have woken up with that bang. Big Brav here screamed like a blobbing baby and fell over on the counter. He knocked over a lot of books, a candlestick and some skull whatnot. I got tangled up in some marionette, what knocked over a picture frame, what's knocked them scales on the floor. You've really mastered working quietly then. What a racket! My granny would have been scared back into her grave with a clutter like that. So in short, the gunshot took you by surprise. And then some. I mean, it was quiet as a mouse, and then all of a sudden, bam! Oh, Gregson has something to say.
Excuse me.
Inspector Gregson, do you have something to add? Like I keep saying, don't appreciate being lumped in with these scoundrels. No, something to add about their testimony. You seem to react just now at what Mr. Skulkin said. Did it make you think of something? It's probably nothing, of course. I won't even bother to mention it, only... Well, the fact is, cases don't get solved if you ignore the little details. Oh, just tell us what's on your mind. As you know, we brought these fellas into the yard for questioning last night. And the statement they gave then told a slightly different story to what they're saying now. Did it? Ukraine, you heard the victim shout something out before the gunshot. Ooh. Might have, Goff, might have. Does ring a bell now you mention it. Granted, it's only a minor detail, but still. I can't help feeling like perhaps you've been a bit sloppy with your testimony here, eh, fellas?
If I discover the witness's testimony has been any more sloppy than it has hitherto proven to be, I shall be forced to bring the very harshest punishment to bear against them.
Easy.
We'll get it right this time.
That's it, yep. It's all coming back to me now.
Then speak. Supplement your testimony with whatever details may have miraculously returned to your questionable minds. Sirs. Right you are, Goff. Just before the gunshot, we heard a voice yelling out. Give me that gun.
Give me that gun.
Hold it.
Oh, this case gets even more complicated by the minute. So in fact, you heard the voice and the gunshot almost simultaneously.
We did, Goff, we did.
Although, I suppose if you're being honest, he heard a kind of wavering voice before the yell and all. If you wait, hold up.
If you don't wanna get shot.
Give me that gun. Bam.
Kind of thing.
A career in acting tragically means they were for sure theater kids when they were growing up. And where were the voices coming from? Could you tell?
Of course we could. From the other side of that door behind the counter it was.
From the storeroom where the victim was found dead.
And the voice you heard, was that of the victim, Mr. Windybank? On my granny's life, of course it was.
On his granny's life, of course it was. So, that would mean that you both knew Mr. Windybank and the sound of his voice. So that would mean... what?
What, Nash? What?
Any ideas?
Yes, Counsel, indeed it would.
I'm sorry. I need to drink some water. Nah. We didn't know the geezer. The geezer.
I was supposed to deny it when that broke in all the fancy clover is being given as the evil lie.
Man 6 is just like I want to retire for good after this trial.
If you value your lives, you will ensure your testimony is accurate and true. On my granny's life, it is.
On his granny's life, it must be.
It's a good job his granny's dead.
Ryunosuke, por favor. Hello, Criddle, welcome in. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. It's my first stream in like 3 weeks, but welcome in. How are you doing?
They don't pay me enough for this shit.
Welcome in, Criddle. I'm playing the Greatest Attorney Chronicles, and I'm doing like little personalized voices for the characters. So if you suddenly hear me start yelling, it's don't worry, it's perfectly normal. I'm just doing my silly voices. To summarize then, immediately after hearing the voice of the victim, you then heard the gunshot, causing you to stumble and upset the items on the counter, scattering them over the shop floor. I love the voices so much. Thank you. I think they're not that crazy, but thank you so much. You make it sound like we're clumsy. Don't forget we tied it up after like good little boys. Anyways, the way I see it, the bloke what owned the place was holding a gun, so he could have fired instead of yelling at the girl. Can you tell that these characters are very stereotypically British? Can you tell? Can you tell? According to this text. So my question is, how did they see the bloke holding the gun? I don't get it, because like if... Hold up. Like if they heard Windybank saying give me that gun, but then they're saying that they saw Windybank pointing the gun at her, that must mean that there's like a third gun in this trial somewhere, right? Either that or they are utterly lying for some reason. That's how CPC is. No, poor Andy. But yeah, I think there's like either a third gun, a third bullet. Something must be going on here. You're saying that Mr. Windybank had a gun in his hands? Oh yeah, bet that was a sight, eh? Them two waving them guns at each other. Must have got pretty heated. I mean, just before he started out, we heard the geezer say, "If you don't wanna get shot."
It really sounded like he meant it, mind. More than an empty threat, you could say.
Mr. Windybank was known to keep a revolver on his shop counter at all times. People say that to protect the articles in his keeping, he would readily put a bullet in someone's head if required. That someone being himself, of course.
Good grief! Extraordinary devotion indeed, if alarmingly misguided.
Well, it certainly sounded like he was ready to pull the trigger the other night. Only the person he was gonna shoot should beat him to it. Cooked his goose proper. We are watching you. Welcoming Victor and the other two people who I know are watching me. Hi, welcome me. How are you doing? How is your Friday night? But he wished he'd quit the trigger instead of wasting time shouting, "Give me that gun." And it was directly after those words that you heard the gunshot. It was more or less at the same time, Gav. Give me that gun. Bam. And... nothing. Yes, a career in acting. Very tragically missed. Then we heard the sound of someone hitting the deck. Before everything went dead and quiet. After that, we done a slapdash job, tidying the place up. Lummy, it didn't have to give me a fright. We was thinking the shooter had come out of the door and get us next. Estamos... Vale, okay, so the three of you are... Yeah, I get it, don't worry, I get it. So, you didn't try to open the storeroom door then? Not on your life.
It went deathly quiet after that, it did.
Put the wind right up me.
But anyway, the door was locked, wasn't it? No way that was opening.
Yes, of course. It was locked from the inside, or so we've been led to believe.
It was, Gav. It was. From the inside.
Right, so we had no way of knowing what was going on in there, did we? Unless there was some other way to get a view of the inside of the storeroom. Like through the keyhole, or a spy hole perhaps? Don't ring no bells.
Don't ring no lights. We had to kind of run before we noticed anything like that.
We're still getting our teeth in this game, see? But one day... We'll really cut the mustard. they really say we're going to pose. Please, cut it out. But as we know, behind that door was the victim's lifeless body, with the accused not 2 feet away. Yes, fortunately, Gina was in there too, unconscious with the gun in her hand. To confirm, will it be correct to say that neither of you set foot inside the storeroom? That's right, Guff, that's right. Can have Ian if we wanted to. Tuck everything back when we found it and scamper right into him in the black. Yes, whereupon you fired a shot from your own gun at Mr. Herlock Sholmes. Oh, yeah, we was a bit hasty there. We was, Nash, we was. Truth be told, I was already shaking like a leaf when you lot turned up. If you're shaking like a leaf, don't put the loaded gun in your hand. Good advice, yes, good advice. Truth be told, my mind went totally blank. Before your mind goes totally blank, make sure you don't have a loaded gun in your hand. Mental note made, miss. After that, we locked it down the street, but apparently we looked dodgy to the coppers or somewhat. So they clapped the derbies on us like winking. And after you had been handcuffed, the police found this revolver in your possession, correct? Yeah. But listen, that proves it done it, eh? We couldn't have shot the bomb broker, see? We didn't have the chance, did we? And why should we believe that? What? Well, cause it's true, innit? The place was totally empty when we went in. At that time, the victim was already in the storeroom, having been forced to open the door by the accused who had a gun to his head. In other words, on the night in question, these 2 witnesses never even laid eyes on the proprietor of the pawnbrokery, Mr. Windybank. Correct? You've got it, mister. Down to a T. So the Skulking brothers never actually encountered Mr. Windybank. Is that really true, I wonder? That's it? That's the full extent of their testimony? What is it, Bruno? You look very fierce. I could pour you some herbal tea if you're tired. Oh, thank you, but I'm fine. Being such a logical thinker, you will probably laugh. But I feel as though these brothers are still hiding something. Something important. It is nothing more than a feeling, though. I have no proof to support it. Well, feelings can be very logical at times. Sorry? People's expression, the movement of their eyes, the words they choose. Sorry, I need to drink some water. Ooh. You can take all that in your brain while quietly and I cannot do the voice. My throat is like fighting against me right now. Okay. In your brain while quietly analyze it to come up with a feeling like you can describe. You have concluded that there's something suspicious about this testimony without knowing why. That's all. I think you should trust your instincts. Iris, thank you. Sometimes I think if she's 10 years old, I must be 5. Well, I want to say first because, you know, I don't trust myself. And it's been like 3 weeks. So let's see. Hmm. We don't have much to go through. I mean... Yeah, but this doesn't... Oh wait, I misclicked. Hold up. I misclicked. I wanted to present. This doesn't make sense because... Like, the gun was found in Gina's hand. So that means that they saw him, somehow. Hmm. Hmm. Let's see. Gina was holding. Nope. Nope. There's clearly something odd about that last statement made by the witness.
There's clearly something out here indeed.
Your behavior, yeah. I'm just going to load that real quick. I mean, that makes sense. Like, Gina is the one that has the gun and they're like saying this. Hmm. We never even had the chance, did we? Hmm. Why should we believe that? True. I think there is like something that we have to present here. Hmm. I mean, I'm thinking, but I cannot figure out why. Or what I have to present right now. Okay, select. So we can... Is there any way to demonstrate that they were searching for something? Hmm. I'm like thinking really hard about this. Hmm. I am very stuck. If anyone has like any ideas, I would love to hear them. Hmm. Would come out of the door and get us next. Hmm. It has been identified, Mr. Samples. There's like too many variables right now that could be used. We never even had a chance, did we? Ah, I'm stuck. I'm going to pour myself some more water. I am very stuck. Help. I need some help. Let's see. Like... Oh, sorry. Sorry if that was very loud. I don't think this is this one. Like, I keep thinking that it's one of the guns, or maybe the crime scene floor. Maybe I can use this to justify that they were looking at him through the thing in the door and shot him from the back. Maybe I can use that. Nope. Okay, I'm going to take this one because... We couldn't have shot. We never even had the chance. Nope. I am very confused right now because usually in this game we've been able to get all of the things almost right away, and now I am stuck. We weren't rifling for nothing. Were you looking for this? Nope. That reveals a damn inconsistency. Oof. A ver. Because it could be the gun. Like, we could use the guns to prove something here, but the game isn't letting us do that. Did you knock a new... Okay. Give me that gun. We did. We heard a kind of wavering voice before the yell. If you don't want to get shot, give me that gun. Bam. Kind of thing. And where were the voices coming from? Could you tell? Of course we could. From the other side of that door behind the counter. From the storeroom where the victim was found dead. The voices you heard, if that was the victim, it's Windybank. Only Granny's life, cause it was. It's Granny's life, cause it was. So that would mean that you both knew Mr. Windybank and the sound of his voice. That would mean what? What knows what? Any ideas? Yeah, but this doesn't make any sense. Like, the gun was in Gina's hand. Why is this not valid? This should be a valid thing that I should probably be able to say. But the game is saying no. Maybe it was that, I don't know, how did they see that he was holding a gun if he was behind here? Nothing at all. I am being very... I am trying my best, game. Help me out a little bit. Wait, no, I don't want to save. Hold up. How did you see it though? Like, he was in the... You even said it yourself. Like, Single bullet. Gun can't be approved yet, it has to be approved. Yeah, it's obviously approved for later, but... Like, the ideas that I'm presenting should be valid in any court. Not here, apparently. I don't know, like, I feel like it's one of these three. I feel like it's one of these that I have to present right now. Like, how did they know that he was holding the gun? The bloke that owned the place was holding the gun. How did they know that? We never even had the chance. Maybe I'm missing something. Time of death between 1 and 1:30 AM. Alright. Single bullet wound. I don't think that these two are the killers, because they obviously shot at Sean's. We have his blood to corroborate that. Well, yeah, and we have his gun, their gun, which only shot once. So unless they have another gun somewhere up their asses, probably. But we stuck everything back where we found it and Scarper straight into him in the black. When you fire your gun, Mr. Sherlock Jones. Hasty, yeah, we already read of, yeah. Nope. I don't know. Should I look this up? Because if we're going to be stuck here for like a while, well, I'm going to probably try everything first, and then if I cannot figure it out, I will probably just look it up. It's weird because all of the proofs that this game has asked me to make were all straightforward, and this one is like yes, but also no. The case, why didn't you testify to that effect in the first place? Things quickly clean. Okay. Heard a voice yelling out, give me that gun. I don't know. I mean, Gina is holding the gun here. Should I present this to them? Is this the valid option and not this one that has Gina holding the gun? Is this the right one? Objection. God damn it, I had the right idea! Game, Okay, I had the right idea. It was that Gina was holding the gun. That was the right idea. I just didn't... And it was in the gun's description that Gina was holding the gun. But no, I had to use the picture of Gina holding... I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. I love this series so much, but the fact that they don't let multiple choices be usable for one single proof is like very exasperating. It wouldn't be that hard to code that if you present either the pistol or the photo of Gina with the pistol. Like they both should be valid. Like it's not that hard. Oh my fucking god. Yeah. Oh my fucking god. I'm going to drink to that. And I'm probably going to get my coat off because it's getting way too hot in here. I'm very sorry, chat. I'm very sorry. I shouldn't have wasted all of your time like that. But here we go. You're saying that on the night in question, the victim, Mr. Windybank, was wielding a gun. Is that correct? That's it, Gav. You've got the picture. He has, Nash. He has. No question. And yet, the photographic evidence from the time of the incident clearly shows that Mr. Windybank was not in possession of a firearm of any description. Objection! You surprise me. Does the defense really intend to highlight evidence that compromises the position of the accused even more? Ah. Rinos is like, ah.
Furthermore, the defense has failed to establish that the photographic print presented was taken a suitably short time prior to the victim's death. Your chronology is severely lacking, counsel.
Yeah, that's right.
Too right, Nash. Too right. The old geezer could have been about to turn the tables on the girl, eh?
Hardly likely.
No, I'm afraid this won't count as stand as conclusive evidence.
Did the music go mute? Nope, it's right there. It's on. Ugh. Continue with... What? What? This wasn't the... I am going insane. I am going fucking insane.
Continue with the... Continue with the cross-examination, counsel. And heed my earlier warning, witnesses.
Skulking's never skulking. Ah, great. Hell continues. The bloke what on the gun was holding a gun, so he's gonna find instead of getting at the girl. This isn't valid? What the fuck? What? You're saying that Mr. Windybank had a gun in his hands? Oh yeah, bet that was a sight, eh? Them two waving them guns at each other. Must have gotten pretty heated. They didn't have both guns. There was only one gun. My brother in Christ. I mean, that's before he shouted out. We heard the geezer say, if you don't wanna get shot.
It really sounded like meant to dynamite. More of an empty threat, you could say. Mr. Windyman was known to keep a revolver in his shop, found there at all times. People say that to protect the articles in his keeping, he would readily put a bullet in someone's head if required. That someone being himself, of course.
No, we already read this. We already read... Well, it certainly sounded like he was ready to pull the trigger the other night. Only the person was gonna shoot beat him to it. Cooked his goose proper.
But if Whiskey scratched the trigger instead of wasting time shouting, give me that gun.
It was directly after those words that you heard the gunshot. It was more or less at the same time, gun. Give me the gun. Bam. Kind of thing. Yes, a career in acting very tragically missed. Then we heard the sound of someone hitting the deck, before everything went dead and quiet. But like... Like, how could you see it? How did you see it? If they were... Oh, I'm going to fucking insane. I'm going to say because that was some progress, but like, what the fuck? What is this? I mean, they have holes everywhere. Their whole testimony is a cheese block, but no one wants to acknowledge that they are talking about cheese. There is a donut hole within the donut hole. Okay, so probably... I don't know, the map? Objection. Nope. Ah, the hell continues. Their own gun, maybe? Objection. Nope. Maybe this time, for real, we have to present the actual gun. These guys are really glowing holes all over the gun. Exactly. Objection. Okay, so it's not either of those. They say they are talking about cake, but they have a cheese with holes in their hands. This doesn't make any sense. Nope. I'm just going to, I refuse to. I don't know. This is literally BS. We were thinking the shooter would come out of the door and get us next. But how did you see it? If nope. Like, if I had the whole door as a piece of evidence, this would be much easier. I just want to bring the door into the courtroom. Your Honor, please. Yeah, say scamming time. We're done with playing nice. Nope. I have an idea. What if they were already inside the storeroom when Gina showed up, and then they shot Windybank from the back. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe that's the way they say this line of dialogue, that they were scared about the shooter coming out the door to get them because they were the ones that I don't know. We never even had like, I feel like this is crucial. Like the fact that they're like, we never even had the chance. Oh! CPC Gamer with that 7-viewer raid, welcome in. How was the rest of Monopoly, my friend? I'm going to give you a shout real quick, hold up. We're doing save scamming right now because this game is trying to bullshit us. Yes, hi, hello, this is Nacho Average Rate. Welcome in Owells, welcome in Creedle, welcome in, again, Empirical Woodland. I'm going to give you a little shout out real quick, hold up. CPC. Oh, wait. CPC Gamer. There they are.
Sing you a song, but only if you had the sheet. I don't like the Japanese version, I think. Oh! Ah, yeah! I love when I have a hunch and it pays off. And she's singing the theme tune. Isn't that nice? In a very anime voice. Maybe the...
Yes, that was indeed very nice. Hold up, I need to like... There we go. But yeah, welcome in. I hope the rest of your stream was great. Well, yeah, welcome to hell. We are currently stuck on Ace Attorney Chronicles. We don't know what to present, so we're just safe scamming to get this last piece of evidence that we need. We're on trial 5 of the game, so just in case there are some chatters who came in and knew about the game. But yeah, I understand if you have to raid and run because you have to get dinner or anything. And thank you for raiding, my friend. All right, let's continue with the safe scamming. Nope. I'm going to go make a cup of tea and grab a snack. Perfect, you go do that. I hope your tea and snack goes great. You are a haunted man. We came from the hell of my immortal, so it's fine. Oh, you were reading my immortal. Oh my god, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. And Bipsel, thank you for the lurk. I hope you enjoy it. Alright, so let's continue safe scamming because we are very stuck. If it takes me like more than 5 or 10 minutes, I will probably just search the answer online because this is like very bad. This is not going well at all. No be darkness raven. No. Not that. Like everything back when we found it. Nope. Yeah, the bodies appear to be Victor and Hugo. I just call them British Waluigi and Wario because that's clearly what they are. So what happens right now is that we are stuck in this testimony. We thought that we had it, but for some reason the judge said no, and we're still back in this hell. We're thinking the shooter would come out the door and get us next. But you saw how the guys had a gun. How did this happen? I'm just going to look it up. I'm extremely sorry, but I have to look this up. Because I don't want... Okay, hold up. Ringo and Nash, Fulkin, wiki. I'm just going there. All right, hold up. Former session. Okay, so the wiki doesn't say what I have to present, so this is even more confusing to me. What do I have to do? Help me. I'm just going to hold up. Walk through. Because I'm just very, very angry with this. No one has passed to this point, can you imagine? Everyone gets stuck here, can you imagine? Okay, hold up. And the crime scene photograph. I already did that. What? Wait, what is this going on? What? This one? Wait, we not. I'm going insane. What does this mean? Game, how are you going to justify that photograph? What? The ending of the game is fan fiction. So you're saying that on the night in question, the victim, Mr. Windybank, was wielding a gun. Is that correct? That's it, Gav. You've got the picture. Yes, nice. He has. No question. And yet, photographic evidence obtained immediately after the incident clearly shows that Mr. Windybank was not holding a firearm and he... Bro! Where? This doesn't work. It just... I don't see any gun in here, but because the judge says that this doesn't count. No, this one doesn't count because he could have gone inside and then taken it. That's dumb. This is dumb. This is dumb. And the fact is that I had to present the other photograph. Like both of these say the same thing. And in this one he's dead. So this is even less. Like this is even less because he's dead, but then someone could have placed the gun in Gina's hand. Like it's even No, it doesn't just work. It doesn't, like, yeah. No, no. Okay, this is no. O sea, he's alive here, alright? So if he's alive, yes, there's the chance that he could have possibly taken the gun off of Gina, okay. But there's also the possibility that someone has put the gun from his hand into Gina's hand. It's literally the same argument, but in the other one he's alive and in this one he's dead. It's literally the same. Why do we have to okay. I'm sorry. I'm going to drink. I'm trying to relax. You what? Jordan Bennett, that ain't right.
Objection.
There can be no question that the victim's revolver was used in the incident. I will remind the court that Mr. Windibank's gun was found at the scene. Not only was it identified as the murder weapon, but it was found in the accused's hand. Na 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 na. I want to kill someone. Who wrote this? Who wrote the gun belonging to the victim that Gina was holding when she was found unconscious? Why didn't this one work? You know, the situation is fucked up if Sark starts speaking Spanish. Es que lo es que estoy cagadísimo. Estoy muy enfadado. I mean, Gina was holding this gun. I presented this because Gina was holding the gun. No, it doesn't work. You have to present the photo of the guy being already dead. Fuck. What the fuck, game? How is that logic working for you? It says it right here. Why? Did you just say it is what it is? Probably I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I'm just very mad. I'm just very angry at this. Like, I love this game so much. And then I come back after 3 weeks of not streaming and I find this right at the start of the stream. That's the one. ¿Es lo que es? Es lo que es. Es lo que es. Life is what it is. This game is what it is, and it's lo que es. I am sitting with Rich. I am trying to relax. This kill is. Es lo que es. Sucks. Is what it is. Es lo que es. Yeah. It's a Torni 11 out of 10 es lo que es. I'm crying, hold up. Okay. I'm going to try and calm down. But I don't promise anything. I like that he's standing on a little box. Yeah, probably the developers. Because this has nothing to do with me. Yeah, that Multuler used the victim's gun to finish him off. Give me that gun. Bam. Kind of thing. It's to Mr. Windibanks. You fuck. Ah! He fucking died. I'm dying. At this rate, I'm going to be the next victim of the case. Oh, I need to drink some water. Okay. Sorry. Stay exactly where you are. Right there. Shot at his pawn shop. Skill is here. Eh? If the crime had taken place as you have so colorfully described in your testimony, it would give rise to an undeniable and significant inconsistency in the final moments you just acted out.
Goodness! Are you sure, counsel?
You intrigue me, my learned friend. But let's see some evidence to support your claim. Where is the proof that demonstrates that this inconsistency is the witness's portrayal of the victim's final moments? Clearly, he was shot in the back. According to their testimony, Nightbot still sends us to your suspended Twitter account. I should probably change that. Thank you so much for reminding me, Blue Parrot. The witnesses claim to have heard a shout of "Give me that gun," followed by the gunshot.
Indeed, with the two events happening almost simultaneously. Or so we've been led to believe.
Yes, that's right. Now, if that testimony is true, it would mean that at the moment of death, the victim and his attacker would have been facing each other. However, in the autopsy report, it clearly states that the victim died instantly after being shot from behind. Ah. They're like, oh shit. So, as I stated before, There's an undeniable inconsistency in your testimony, Mr. and Mr. Skulkin. Yeah, we already talked about this. It happened last summer. I already talked to you about this. Yes, my old account was destroyed because someone hacked it, and Twitter thought I was being someone else who was trying to avoid another suspension, which doesn't make any sense. And I had to make a new one. The feds caught him selling MDMA. Okay, yeah, sure, that's your story, Blue Parrot. Yeah! I like that they are short. Both of them. Like, even Nash is, like, considerably shorter than Gregson. But, it's the God's honest truth.
It is, Nash, it is. When he was shot that night.
The shopkeeper had a gun in his hand, and we sided with our own bleeding eyes.
He was pushing crypto to his followers. No. The ones who hacked me were pushing crypto to everyone else. That's the bad part. Did I hear you right just now? You actually saw Mr. Windybank holding a gun. They are like, okay, sure, but they are bringing up all of the holes that I was already saying that, oh, they saw Windybank and no one is saying anything. They saw the two guns and no one is saying anything. They're saying them now after we had to do the other dumb thing. Okay. He made an NFT project called Sarcase and Ragpulled. No. No, eh? No. Something like that might have slipped out. Ladies and gentlemen, you have all just heard the admission by these two test witnesses that on the night in question, they actually saw with their own eyes the victim wielding a gun. Which can only mean that despite their testimony to the contrary, the Skulkin brothers must have encountered the victim in person.
Nash,
Yeah. They are so small. They are like very short.
Order! Witnesses, explain yourself at once.
Well, the thing is, it weren't supposed to, Ooh, Van Six is very pissed off. He was showing off nice freaking toes on Twitter. He deserves the ban. You're selling NFTs? Nice freaking toes? It would seem that my previous warning fell on deaf ears. I made it quite clear that false witnesses would be the death of you.
Am I to understand that you replaced the truth of your original testimony with renewed lies?
I'm so sorry, Governor. The truth is, we,
Cut it out, Nash, cut it out. If we blab now, you know what it will do to us.
What are they talking about? I have the feeling that something catastrophic is about to happen to that champagne bottle. It's just going to blow up on its own. He's not even going to touch it. Let me make your position here perfectly clear. You will talk. There is no other option available to you.
Ugh. Raph, come on, the game's up.
But I have forgot for gaffers.
In case it hasn't quite sunk in yet, no matter how hard you try to hide it, the truth will come out. Wine, mosto. Mosto. I need to have some mosto before the year ends. I should probably get some soon. I haven't had mosto in years. It's been wild.
On the night in question, it is now apparent that you brothers met face to face with the victim. I demand that you testify again to explain the precise circumstances under which the meeting took place.
Well,
We have to.
on pain of death, I suggest you make yourselves fully aware that this is your very last chance to tell the truth. Oh, I hope this testimony goes better than the last one. Encounter with the victim. Right, so we just got inside the gaff and if a sigh of relief when the geezer showed his mug. Give me that gun, he bellowed, and he flew at us like he was possessed. I thought we had it. For an old geezer, the bloke was as strong as an ox. He chuckled me way over the counter. I put my gun on him, and then he let me in through that door into the back room. It had nothing to do with killing me. That's all what happened, I swear. So he took the gun inside? So you're not telling us that moments before the victim was killed in the storeroom, you in fact encountered him in the main part of the shop? Well, yeah, sorry.
Well then.
Also, I don't know if you guys are seeing this, hold up. Okay, so for some reason my Windows license bugged out the other day, and I have the activate Windows on the bottom right of my screen, and I was worried that it would show up on screen, but on stream, but it isn't showing up. So I'm glad that's going well at least. Okay, so
We find ourselves at an interesting conjuncture. This changes matters considerably.
but honest, Governor, this time.
This time, Nash. This time, we ain't got nothing more to hide. Very well, counsel for the defense, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
Oi, Governor, where's your Windows license? Yes, my lord. This is it. The moment I've been waiting for. Cross-examination. Encounter with the victim. Alright, so we just go inside the gaff, and if... When you say geezer, I presume you mean the victim and proprietor of the shop, Mr. Windybank? Well, sorry, I mean, that's right. We was keeping a close eye on the entrance of the gaff, obviously. But we never thought no one was gonna come out the back room like that. Out of the back room like that. The back room being the pawnbroker's storeroom. Yeah, that must be where it popped up from. Only place could have been. So it would seem the victim was already in the storeroom when these brothers entered the premises.
Which means he must have been in there at that point as well.
But that doesn't make any sense, does it? If Gina had threatened Mr. Windybank into the storeroom with her at gunpoint, then why would he have emerged from the same room all alone when the brothers arrived?
Oh, I don't know.
Did you see the accused at that time? What? That mole Tuller? Couldn't tell ya. No way, cover. We had a bigger fish to fry then. I mean, the old geezer just lost it. Hydrate now. Thank you, Blue Parrot. I am running low on water. I should probably go get some more later.
Give me that gun, da 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 da. Okay.
You mentioned that Mr. Windybank shouted those words in your previous testimony too. However, you claim that you heard him yelling them on the other side of the storeroom door. Oh, did we? But the truth is, he was shouting those words at you, wasn't he? Well, yeah. Was the victim, Mr. Windybank, wielding a gun at the time? Was he ever? Blimey lummy. Great ugly barrel he had. Pointed straight at me frontispiece. So what you're saying is, you definitely saw Mr. Windybank with the gun at that time. Is that right? It is, Gov. It is. What's wrong? Then, all of a sudden, he came at us. He did. It was bedlam. I didn't know what was going for who. You were clearly all going for each other. Like Nash said, we all had it. I mean... Well, geezer, the bloke was as strong as an ox. He took me over the counter. Yes, I noted you mentioned the counter in your previous testimony too. Well, yeah, of course we did.
He knocked over a lot of books. He candlesticks and some skull and whatnot.
That got tangled in some mirror net, what knocked over a picture frame, what knocked them scales on the floor. So in fact, it wasn't the sound of the gunshot that shocked you and made you knock those things off the counter.
Well, Big Bruv here went flying over that counter like a gunshot, I can tell ya. Then the old geezer pinned him.
Wait. The gunshot was before? Huh. So if the gunshot from Mr. Windybank's gun was before he died, basically, because he then pinned Ring over here, that means that there were no bullets for Gina to kill him with. And their bullet went through Sherlock. So where is the bullet or the gun that shot Mr. Windybank? He did, Nash, he did. If you hadn't been there, the bloke would have planted me like a blooming pancake in seconds. At the time in question, the alarm was raised at the local police station via a secret cable from the pawnbroker room. There is a button under the counter used to activate it, which was presumably pressed by the victim. That's right. The brothers fled the scene and back onto the street. They ran straight into the arriving police, didn't they?
Poor Mr. Windybank. He did everything he could to protect his shop. I pulled my gun on him, and then he led me through the door into the back room.
Were you intending to shoot Mr. Windybank? So it's either that Windybank had Gina or Gina. I keep saying Gina for some reason. Gina hide in the back room for some reason, so that they wouldn't see her, obviously. Or maybe this happened before Gina came in. But that still leaves us with the result that there was no bullet in his gun. I just have to prove that somehow, eventually. Were you intending to shoot Mr. Windybank?
No, never. I was just, looking out for me, bruv, weren't I? He was being flattened, don't forget.
By a man whose shop was being burgled, yes. And then the man fled into the storeroom when you pointed your gun at him. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. He shot me away, then ran off through that door and shot himself in.
There's something about that last remark. Yeah, why would he shut himself inside if he was trying to protect his shop? I think that doesn't quite ring true.
I wonder why Mr. Windybank ran away into the storeroom.
What?
Well, according to what everyone's saying, Ginny was in there waiting for him, with a gun.
Ah, yes, that's right. Gina allegedly used Mr. Windybank's gun to threaten him and force him to open the storeroom door. In which case, how did the gun end up in Mr. Windybank's hands again?
No idea, but that is strange, isn't it?
This little inconsistency could be significant. I should make a mental note of it.
Look, the point is, me and me bruv here.
That's right, Nash, that's right. Me and me bruv here. You never had nothing to do with killing him. That's all what happened, I swear. Yeah, they're probably not the murderers. You say you had nothing to do with it?
Nothing at all.
Nothing, Goth, nothing. The old geezer went and shot himself in the back room, didn't he?
Locked it was from the inside.
We know it was, because we tried to open it.
But it's a decent door, that one. Wooden strong. Wouldn't budge an inch.
So in the end, the situation remains unchanged. Inside the storeroom with the pawnbroker, there was only one other person. The sole person who could possibly have shot the victim. The accused, Miss Gina Lestrade. Ugh!
It would indeed appear so. What say you to that, counsel?
I don't know. Was there anyone else apart from Gina who could possibly have shot Mr. Windybank? There could have been, actually, because these witnesses were like talking, oh, he will get mad if we tell. He will get mad if we tell. Maybe they saw someone inside when he was like closing the door or something. Mr. and Mr. Skulkin. What?
What's that look for?
From the moment you admitted that you had encountered the victim face to face that night, the course of this trial changed completely.
Indeed.
What is your point, my learned friend? The question we must answer is who could have shot Mr. Windybank? It is the belief of the defense that the defendant is not the only possible answer at all. I'm going to save just in case. You have my attention. In that case, let us return to this plan of the premises. The victim was killed in the storeroom, which was locked from the inside. Those are the facts. So pray, what other possible answer to the question of who shot the man could there be?
Counsel, you must now provide answers to the court in respect of 2 conundrums.
2, my lord? Twice as many chances to be right, maybe? But also twice as many chances to be wrong.
Indeed, namely, from what location did the culprit shoot the victim? And furthermore, where was the victim at the time?
Understood, my lord.
You're right, Bruno.
I'm not entirely sure. But there's one thing I'm sure about. That I have no idea what I'm doing. I need to read this real quick. So there's like the hole in the door, right? So probably the victim was inside. That's probably the most reasonable thing, because it was locked from the inside. And maybe the killer was right outside the door. Maybe that's what we have to... Maybe that's it, I don't know. I can prove that there's a credible new alternative to what happened. It would change Gina's perspectives hugely. So now, time for some clarity. Show the court on this plan the answers to the questions posed by his lordship. If you believe someone else could have killed the victim, indicate from where that person could have fired the gun. Right here. The defense believes that the culprit could have shot the victim from this location here. And in answer to the second question, assuming the culprit fired from the location indicated, where was the victim at the time? The victim was right here. Right by the door. The culprit shot the victim from outside the storeroom. Continue. Mr. Windybank died instantly from a bullet wound in his back. Looking at the stain of blood on the storeroom floor, it doesn't appear that the body was moved after death. Which tells us that he was almost certainly shot while he was in the storeroom. However, the crucial point is, where was the shooter when the fatal bullet was fired? Welcome in, Damian. How are you doing?
So you are adamant that the shot was fired from outside the storeroom?
Well, according to the Skulkin brothers' earlier testimony,
I pulled my gun on him, and he let it through the door into the back room.
if Mr. Windybank ran away through the door, we have to assume that the door was open at the time.
Oh!
It was at that precisely moment. It was at precisely that moment when the victim was fleeing for his life that these brothers had the perfect opportunity to shoot the man in the back once he was inside the storeroom.
Ah, ugh.
I still don't think that they are the culprits. So we'll see how this goes.
Come to think of it, do you remember what the prosecutor said at the start of the trial?
Moving on to the findings of Scotland Yard's coroner. His report states that the bullet entered the body on a rising diagonal trajectory. It means the victim was likely shot by someone significantly shorter in height than himself.
Poor man. Shot while he was running as fast as he could to safety.
Ah, of course! He would have been leaning forward as he was running away. So even if the bullet was fired horizontally, it would still have entered his body on an upward trajectory. And the two criminals here are like very short, as we have already established.
So the culprit isn't necessarily someone shorter than Mr. Windybank.
Coño, Blue Parrot. Pero Damian, por favor. I'm sure my learned friend can't have forgotten that the storeroom door was found closed and locked from the inside. You claim the victim was shot as he fled into the room. Sorpresa puta. Ay. Do you also claim his corpse was dexterous enough to turn the key in the lock? Ah, but... What if someone else locked the door? Yes, there is someone else who could have locked the storeroom door. Is that so?
Very well then, counsel. Present your hypothesis. Present your hypothesis to the court. In the scenario just described, the defense's assertion is that the victim was shot from outside the storeroom. In which case, who shot and locked the storeroom door from the inside?
It must have been Gina Lestrade. Obviously, the person who locked the door was the only other person inside the storeroom at the time. The defendant, Miss Gina Lestrade. That's absurd. You're suggesting that the accused deliberately engineered the steel room? For what possible reason? Such actions would only serve to tighten the noose around her neck.
I am inclined to agree, I must say. Well, counsel.
Ah, yes, that's a tricky one, that, isn't it? Riunesque, por favor.
Big noses have no place in my courtroom. Counsel, please remember that.
But of course Ginny would have locked the door. It almost goes without saying, doesn't it?
Yeah, to protect herself, like there were people with guns outside.
Well, if I was Ginny in that situation, I know I would have locked the door as quickly as they could. I mean, those two burglars had just fired a gun in her direction, and then they...
Oh, yes, obviously. Before the two brothers arrived, Miss Lestrade and Mr. Windybank were in the storeroom together. Now, I don't know what went on between them at that time, but at some point, Mr. Windybank must have heard intruders breaking into his shop and left the storeroom. Intruders, eh? That's us, bruv. If your theory is correct, that would leave the accused alone in the store. Yes, it would. Then, probably only moments later, the victim fled back to the storeroom door, hoping to escape danger. Hit in the back by the bullet, Mr. Windybank fell to the floor where he was, just inside the storeroom. And what we have to ask ourselves now is, what would the defendant have done in that moment? I see where you're going with this. Outside the storeroom was a terrifying killer who had just murdered Mr. Windybank. As soon as that thought struck Miss Lestrade, she slammed the door shut and locked it. In order to save her own life. But we ain't the ones who done it.
We ain't, Gaff, we did.
We ain't.
You gotta believe us. I mean, come on, we'd never shoot no one.
You literally shot Sholmes. That's blatantly untrue. I know for a fact that you would. Because before my own eyes, you shot Mr. Sherlock Holmes. There's only one logical conclusion here. Mr. and Mr. Skulkin, you brothers had every opportunity to have been the true perpetrators of Mr. Windybank's murder. No, Ryunosuke, because Windybank shot his gun first, and this gun was used to shoot Holmes. And there was only one round for his gun. So where is the third bullet? I love that Boina Verde. No sé ni quién es ese Damián, si te soy sincero. I should have known it was those three brothers. Poor Gregson, he's not even part of the brothers.
That was amazing, Rona. All the members of the jury seem to be firmly on your side now.
I know, first time ever. And probably the last. Que no lo sé.
Well, I think you've done it. Surely they will have to give a verdict of not.
3, 2, 1. An admirable effort, my learned friend. What's this now? He's laughing?
You find the situation amusing, Lord Van Six. I myself find the defense argument more persuasive. I cannot speak with this voice, help me.
I dare say. That's chicanery. Chicanery is the bread and butter of the street performers in your provincial eastern nation. Wait, where's the bailiff? We let a child with a gun into the courtroom. No. Iris is our judicial assistant. She's just there to shoot the smoke bombs if someone tries to leave. But such blatantly malicious conjuring tricks amount to nothing more than inexcusable pettifoggery here. I am learning so many words today. What? The hypothesis you put forward so ostensibly credibly cannot, and will not stand. Because, you see, it contains a fatal flaw. A fatal flaw? Do you mean to tell me that you're unaware of your logic's failing? I am not. I am here.
I say, Lord Van Six. Might be an idea to explain this volley conjuring trick or whatever it is the troops got on the ground, huh?
The fatal flaw in my learned friend's argument is really very simple to understand. Assuming you're not too dim-witted to count bullets.
But George, count bullets? Oh dear. I noticed then.
Huh? What's everyone talking? Ryuno, I will literally punch you. I will go into the video game and punch you in the face. Counsel.
Yes, sir.
Tell the court how many bullets were found at the scene of the crime. 2. 2 bullets. She fucking killed him. Correct. The first, that which hit the victim in the back and in his leg. And the second, that which struck the detective, Mr. Sherlock Holmes, on his arrival at the scene.
Indeed! The defense presented a picture showing the damage caused by the second bullet earlier in the proceedings. The bullet which injured Mr. Holmes appears to have passed through his body to strike the calendar.
Your lordship's understanding is correct. Furthermore, we know there are 2 firearms involved in the incident. The revolver belonging to the victim, Mr. Windybank, and the Skulking Brothers revolver. The evidence shows that a single bullet was fired from each gun.
Yes, indeed it does. A single bullet from each.
Now then, my learned friend. You yourself told the court only moments ago that these 2 brothers shot Mr. Sherlock Holmes right before your eyes.
Yes, I did. Oh my goodness! I think you'll find.
And if the single bullet that was fired from the brothers' gun hit Mr. Holmes, it means...
With the one not shot by the same gun. Stop. Only one bullet. Stop.
Exactly. Yes, this Nippon street performer presented an ostensibly credible argument. However, it was never anything more than a diversionary trick, with no hope of standing up to scrutiny. Ugh. Ugh!
Order! Order! Order!
They're like, wow! Wow, I know what you are. I know what you are. You don't grab a bottle like that. I know what you are. He really said, fuck this bottle of wine. My god. This bitch is gay. I'm good for them. I knew it. You called it. You called it, Blue Parrot. Pray forgive the discourtesy of flinging the dregs of this hallowed nectar into the public gallery. Someone in the public. Ow! My head. I'm bleeding now.
Lordman 6, please stop trying to hurt people with your wine.
But this court needs to open its eyes. The accused, Miss Gina Lestrade, is no ordinary little girl. By her young years, she can, regrettably, no longer be described as juvenile. No, the person in the dock is far from a law-abiding citizen. She has a past riddled with criminal conduct. The truth is, the accused broke into the pawnbrokery on the night in question with loathsome intent. As we can see beyond doubt in this print, which depicts her threatening the victim with the murder weapon. And I have here in my possession one more piece of evidence that the prosecution wishes to present. That disc.
I'll be taking out whatever it is of McGillet's down to the yard. Thank you very much.
No, don't! Don't give it to him! It's mine, that is! Mine!
I'm sorry, miss. But anything belonging to McGillet has to be taken in as evidence now.
Yes, that music box disc. McGillet's music box disc. The very day before the hateful murder of Mr. Windybank, the accused attempted to make off with this article, which clearly doesn't belong to her. With none of the subtlety of a pickpocket, I might add, but by brute force embracing impudence.
Good gracious!
Make no mistake, any sympathy for the accused on account of her years is misguided and dangerous. There are no deaths to which this girl would not stoop if pushed, no crime she would not commit. The court forgets that fact at its peril.
I see. I think it was prudent to take this music box disc into evidence, counsel. As a grim testament to the defendant's character.
Lord Van Six,
Inspector Gregson. What? Yes, Inspector.
We had a meeting yesterday at the yard with the prosecution service, and I think it was agreed that this disc wouldn't be used as evidence.
Van Six is going to cause a fire. He's a menace. Someone call the police department here. Well, the fire department. Quick. Well, I mean, there was already a fire in the courtroom like 2 months ago. Remember? Remember? What's this all about? Why is the inspector acting strangely? It's the first time he said anything to Van Six at all. I am unaware of any such meeting.
But those were the instructions right from the top. The government bigwigs were insistent.
I don't give a fuck about the government. I am the prosecutor, and I alone determine how to present my case. Your warning is noted. Thank you. The prosecution wishes to proceed with submitting this disc as evidence, my lord.
Indeed. Bailiff!
The music box disc has been entered into the court record. Oh, I'm sorry, Beep. I don't have links enabled on right now in chat. I'm very sorry. I am very sorry. Is it like a clip or anything? Uh, you can probably post it in a clip channel anywhere. I don't know. It's just a clip of the bottle. Okay. Maybe I can like hold up. Maybe I can get into it from here. Maybe it's around here. There it is. There it is. The best clip ever. The prosecution has established the accused's motive, opportunity, and baseness of character. There is nothing more to add. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I await your informed decisions and rest my case. I don't believe it. Had the jury on my side for once. For all of 5 minutes.
Oh dear, it wasn't even for it. It wasn't even for 5 minutes, Bruno.
My lord.
Wonder if I might say something at this point.
Proceed, Mr. Foreman.
I've been stumbling about in a bit of a fog up to now, if truth be told, but all of a sudden, the answer's totally obvious to me and my men. There's only one thing for it.
Oh no.
Very well then. The court will hear from the jury. Ladies and gentlemen, you will present your leanings as to the defendant's culpability.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty. Guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty.
Yikes.
We have a consensus among the jury, it seems.
When you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains must be the truth.
That's my line! I wrote that for Hurley. How dare he use it against us?
Don't worry, Iris. I don't think we're finished yet. Still more to this case than we realized. Must be, because there's one thing that I'm absolutely certain of. Gina didn't shoot Mr. Windybank. That's beyond any doubt.
Very well. We will proceed with the second summation examination of the day. Mr. Foreman, are you and the other jurors ready?
Carry that squadron is primed and ready for action, sir.
Very good. So, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will I'm dying.
And then the judge died on the court, and the trial was suspended. The end.
You will each explain on what grounds you have now determined the defendant to be guilty.
Holy shit, we won! The judge is dead. We won. The jurors' contentions. Okay, I'm going to do a small pause because I have to like go to the bathroom real quick. So I will leave you with... wait, no, I didn't want to do that. Right, I will be right back for like maybe 2 minutes. So, BRB. let's jump right back into the game. So I'm going to try and read what the... You're number 1. Once a rogue, always a rogue, I say. Hmm? Different breed to us law-abiding citizens. Wow, that was just casual classism right there. Alright, I mean, I guess this is like 20th century, early 20th century England, so it's what it is lo que es. As only 2 bullets were found at the scene, I would say the whole case is done and dusted. No, you don't need a stethoscope to see the truth here. Every which way you look at it, it was that pickpocket. This guy has such big incel nerd vibes. I hate him. I hate him so much.
I never imagined that a simple operation would cause me such grief.
Oh yeah, this is the guy that the sergeant that left his it was it his scissors, or he left something sharp inside a patient in one of his surgeries.
He accused attempted theft on the previous day. I can see I'm in for a busy day ahead.
I am ballistics expert. I have seen many shootings. There is nothing I do not know about guns. Also, mouse. He has, like, this juror is like supposedly a big Russian revolutionary, supposedly, and he just has a little mouse right here. I love him. I love the mouse. That's a nice mouse.
What's in this little remaining room for doubt?
I have to admit, I was rather bowled over by the argument put forward by the chap in black. But when that fell apart like a house of cards, I saw that I had jolly well been hoodwinked.
I am learning so many English expressions, it's wild.
Well, no more.
Ugh, the whole courtroom is turning against me. This has never happened in an Ace Attorney game.
It's not fair.
Harris?
That persecutors me mean. Just because Kim has done some things he shouldn't have done in the past, that doesn't make her a murderer.
Hoodwinked? Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what they're even saying at this point. Allow me to savor this fruity vintage while I savor the spectacle of your fruitless debate on the matter. Here goes to the truth coming out. Eventually.
That's enough preamble. Counsel, proceed with summation examination.
Yes, my lord. Jury examination. The defense's rebuttal. Once a rogue, always a rogue. To hoodwink someone is to deceive them. Yeah, I probably guessed that from the context, but it's like a very weird, like hoodwink, like hood from clothing and then wink from winking. It's like, it's a weird phrase. It's a weird word. Once a rogue, always a rogue. Just because Miss Lestrade has a history of pickpocketing, she must be guilty of murder. Is that what you're saying? Ah, well. Are all members of the British Army so quick to judge?
I beg your pardon. Are you mocking Her Majesty's Armed Forces, the greatest military organization in the world?
Ah. 20th century England. No, I'm simply illustrating my point. Making assumptions about people because they are a soldier or a pickpocket is wrong and dangerous.
Well, yes, but might have a point there, I suppose. But let's not forget the girl had already shown she had it in her from before. She's clearly a criminal, short through and through. Can't deny it.
When you say that she had shown she had it in her, are you referring to this?
Exactly. Tried to swipe that only on a day earlier, Or am I mistaken?
Not exactly. Given that I was actually there at the time, it's hard to refute that.
actually seen the real thing. I can't wait to have a closer look at it.
Oh, yes, of course. Mr. Soames did use his caramel bars to make a copy of the disc, didn't he? And then order every type of music box he could find from across Europe. Gun.
We still don't know what the name of the place though, do we? But I would love to see how the original compares to Hurley's copy.
Matilda's disc. Could it be a clue somehow? Perhaps we should examine it in more detail. I forgot to examine it completely. Alright, let's see. A metal disc is used to play music in a mechanical box. On the reverse side is a note that reads for Matilda.
Oh, Ron, look! This is blood!
Yes, you're right. Just a small mirror, but definitely blood. Actually, I feel as though I might have noticed that before.
Take the shine. I thought I would be you. I thought I would be waiting forever. Alright, I'll steal with that disc, Rono.
Can we get this done quickly, Iris?
In a flash.
Oh no, Iris is dying now. Everyone starts dropping.
Ooh, a lovely bright shade again.
Wait, that color.
What is it?
It's just that green. It's not the first time we've seen that color, is it? The blood samples for portfolio has been updated in the court record. Whatever the judge had is contagious. Yeah, this is the same blood that was on the calendar. For Matilda.
For Matilda. That's the man you defended in court a couple of months ago, isn't it, Rono?
Yes, or rather, mistakenly defended.
I wonder what his name is doing on the back of this disc.
That's a question I would love to know the answer to myself. There's like nothing else that we can do. Alright. So let's see the blood samples thing. Yeah, they are both the same color, but this is Sean's blood. Well, we think that this is Sean's blood. Yeah, this must be Sean's blood.
Hold it!
It's the number of bullets that has you convinced.
Only 2 bullets were fired, and the 2 guns that fired them have been examined by the police.
I do it now. I am doing that right now. I brought myself a second bottle of water, but it's like already half empty. So there's not much.
When the parlor maid asks me how many are invited for dinner, I always tell her to count the table settings.
Well, that's logical, I suppose.
Although,
Yes?
sometimes after dining, crockery does go missing. 1 or 2 guests rather like the fine china.
Does your employer dine with thieves?
So I suppose. If there was another bullet somewhere of which we were unaware, I would have to reconsider my position.
A third bullet somewhere on the scene? Could that be possible? Drink water, bottle water, borrow water. This is just for the photos, yeah? Yeah. Could we find another bullet? Maybe it's inside the... Inside here. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just speaking out of my ass, to be fair. Unfortunately, only 2 bullets were discovered by the police during their investigation. Yeah, they would have probably found it.
Yes, I know.
Right.
And I don't imagine the good men of Scotland Yard would have overlooked anything. If I missed a bullet while I was cleaning his lordship's office, well, I should receive his son's calling, no, I don't doubt.
Ah, this is like hard. And he should receive a visit from the police, perhaps. It sounds like a crime scene to me. She borrowed my water until I borrow water. What does that mean, Blue Parrot? It would completely turn things around if there was one, wouldn't it? Maybe it's inside Sean's? Wait, does Sean's have the 3rd bullet in his body?
Do you think we might find one laying around somewhere?
Is this going to be Von Karma but with Sean's? We're going to find the bullet in his shoulder.
Hold it!
So, if I understood correctly, you need 2 pictures. The left eye... Oh wait, this is the same. So, if I have 2 bullets, I don't suppose you can see anything useful with them?
I think you'll find that no matter how much you squint, the truth of the situation always looks the same here. The only person who can shot the victim is that girl in the dock.
How can you be so sure of that?
And think about it. The Skulkin brothers shot the great detective, didn't they?
Yes. That's been mentioned once or twice. First a cable and now a bullet. Sean's body is like Doraemon's pocket. He clinks when he moves. He goes through a magnetic scanner, and everyone just pulls up. The airport doesn't let him through.
Well then, surely it's coming into focus now, isn't it?
This is a waste of time. I'm not going to change this man's mind anytime soon. We should probably focus on the other ones.
Hold it!
Fun fact, I do activate the metal detectors on every airport and metal sensor that I go through. It's abominable. Especially when you're trying to explain to the other person in a language that they don't understand why it happens. Well, they wouldn't let him through anyway, considering he is the no-fly list due to his trafficking charges. Fair. My old boss has a metal plate in her arm, same deal. Yeah, I have metal in my back, so yeah, that checks out. Would you please stop muttering about things that have nothing to do with this trial, sir? The defendant's life is on the line here.
Well, the thing is, I couldn't really say that it has nothing to do with this trial, to be honest.
Huh?
I mean, there's no question that the man was shot, but the bullet had simply vanished from his stomach. It's quite inexplicable. Don't you think?
Oh, so this guy operated on Sean's. I almost don't want to ask, but this surgery you've been muttering about all this time, you were operating on...
What was the fellow's name now? Ehrlich? No, Harloch? No. Herlock?
Herlock Sean's by any chance?
Ah, yes, good lord.
Where's the Herlock fellow?
What?
You're the surgeon that operated on Mr. Sean's?
That's right. Using the very latest anesthesia techniques, I might add. It was a fairly major OP, I can tell you.
Will you stop muttering about things not related to this trial? This felt like a personal attack towards me. This is crazy.
Let me see, the fellow was brought in not long after midnight, if I remember correctly. They say he had been shot by some criminal or other, so I opened him up like a shot. But the funny thing is, I went over the kid's inside with a fine-tooth comb and I couldn't find the bullet anywhere. I'm afraid I had to throw up my hands and just stitch the fellow back up.
I hate to state the obvious, but...
Yes.
Surely that's because the bullet is still at the scene of the shooting.
answer for the defense is correct. As is clearly shown in the photographic print.
The bullet that the Skulking brothers fired at Mr. Jones hit him in the stomach region, then exited his body and lodged into the shop wall, where the calendar was hanging by the door. I think you will find it really quite simple if you just consider the problem three-dimensionally.
Oh, who do you think I am, son?
Well, juror number 4 is about the best I can do.
As soon as I saw the wound to the man's stomach, I flipped him over.
Like a pancake? Are you just saying that you took his back?
Of course I did. And there wasn't a trace of injury. No sign that the bullet had left the body at all.
Ooh. What?
That's the point. The only logical conclusion was that the bullet was still somewhere in the man's innards. Which is exactly why I said about slicing him up. I'm still none the wiser even now. How many times do I have to say it? Can somebody please explain how it happened? Can somebody please explain solve the mystery?
It's almost as much of the mystery as to how this jury was put together. The mystery of where that bullet ended up is infuriating. Where's an expert when you need one?
Hold it!
We have a Russian revolutionary right here. Mr. Sean's surgeon is on the jury? I've experienced some coincidences recently, but this is ridiculous.
I'm as surprised as anyone.
But there's no question that Mr. Sean was shot.
Well, that's what the police told me when they brought him in.
I need to prepare myself for this one.
How about his injuries, Doctor?
It was in a bad way. He had lost a huge amount of blood, you know. And I suspect he was shot with at quite close range too.
Don't take it personally, but they were talking to all of that. Probably.
Because his skin was badly burnt around the point of entry.
Burnt?
As I said, I filled the fellow over the exit in his back, but there was no sign of an exit wound. Which is why I thought I would locate the lock and pop it out.
And yet, you say you found no bullet inside the patient. We are the worst. Let's keep going. Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't have done it, would I? Because it's in the wall of the pawnbrokers. But how did you get there? I need someone to solve this mystery before it drives me to insanity. If only there were some expert in ballistics who could help. Even if he looked extremely untrustworthy.
So we have a disappearing bullet on our hands. You attempted a theft on the previous day. I don't think this one is going to matter much, so we're just going to run into straight for him. I thought you were just a tourist? Huh. Good day. I am visiting London for sightseeing. I would like to take bus to Crystal Tower, please. There's no way he's just visiting tourists. So, you're a ballistics expert? Who knew? I have much experience with guns. Ah. I have lived through many. How do you say? Extreme, violent, bath of, no, blood of,
Extreme violent bloodbaths, perhaps.
She says while casually pulling up her own gun.
Those extreme violent bloodbaths. English is very difficult tongue.
Considering the sort of people you associate with, I'm surprised you still have a tongue. Anyway,
If you have questions about bullets and guns, you ask me. There is nothing I do not know. No mystery I cannot solve.
he's very confident in his knowledge of guns, that's for sure.
But if possible, please, only in Russian language.
He's not very good or confident in his knowledge of English, though, is he?
No, still we should bear it in mind. He's our man if there's a mystery about guns or bullets. And Six has managed to convince everyone.
I am feeling it impossible, he said. But he hasn't.
We're going to fight back. We need more material. And we have to fight back. We have to turn this trial around again. Hey, welcome back, Victor. How are you? Alright, let's split these two. Oh, wait.
Objection!
Those two statements clearly contradict the idea that all I do is pit jurors against each other.
Oh, a ballistics expert.
Pitting. P-I-T-T. No, I'm not a jaguar. I'm a nurse. On the night in question, Mr. Soames was shot by one of the skulking brothers. But, since there was no sign of an exit wound on his back, we must assume that the bullet didn't pass through him. However, no bullet was found lodged in Mr. Soames' body either. Furthermore, a bullet was found lodged in the wall of the shop where Mr. Soames was shot. Blue Parrot, what is that? I am very worried right now. What is that in chat? Juror number 6. Hello, my name is Villain. Pleased to meet you. This apparent contradiction in the facts that is so clearly troubling juror number 4. Are you able to explain the mystery? It is funny TikTok audio. I have seen a very similar situation in Motherland. It was night. It was blizzard. I was running away along mountain road in freezing cold.
Golly!
The snow was piling high on both sides of the road. It was very narrow and very dangerous. My pursuers had hunting rifles and they were on dog sleds. Mental note, don't ask too many questions. I'm saving that one. I was shot from behind and I fell down in snow. And this situation was very similar to what I hear today from doctor. They could not find bullet in my body. And no sign of, what do you say, exit wound.
Then where did the bullet go?
Bullet never hit me.
Well, if it never hit you, why did you fall down?
Bullet hit frozen wall of ice very close to my side. What? One small piece, very short, broke away from lump of ice and pierced my body. It made deep wound that looks just like bullet wound. Yeah, this song does sound a lot like later music.
Good gracious.
Of course, piece of ice quickly melted inside me. And that is solution to mystery of disappearing bullet.
But that doesn't answer the question at all.
Hmm?
The shooting happened in a pawnbroker shop. Not some snowy mountain road in another country.
How does that even happen? I know.
Just an idea, but we might not be looking at exactly the same scenario here. I don't know. Where exactly was Hurley shot again?
Well, according to the report, in his stomach. Sort of around this area, I think.
Well, especially when he always wears a little pouch on his belt.
A pouch? Actually, I may have noticed something like that.
Yes, a pouch. It's where he keeps 3 large vials of very dangerous chemicals that he uses in his investigations.
Maybe his stomach just did that. Have they considered that yet? What? Really? Doctor, where is the pouch Mr. Soames was wearing?
Well, the fellow had nothing like that on his person when he arrived at the hospital, as far as I remember.
If I may. Lord Van Six? While I realize it is forbidden for the prosecution to interject during the summation examination, I should inform the defense that I have the pouch in question in the antechamber outside the courtroom. Sorry? As I understand it, when the police arrived on the scene and found Mr. Soames injured, they removed the pouch in order to assess the wound.
Oh, thank goodness! I thought I was getting forgetful for a moment.
Since then, it has been in my safekeeping, along with all other evidence relating to the case. I can personally vouch for the fact that it has not been touched since the incident occurred. Oof, okay.
Very well. While extremely unconventional during an summation examination, I must demand the prosecution presents the item in question with all speed. Bring forth Mr. Harlock's son's pouch. I see. So this is the pouch worn by Mr. Solms on the night in question, is it?
The drugs. Look at that! All the files is broken and the leather around is scorched black. It's almost as if file explode.
Exploded.
So, that night, the bullet from the Skulking Brothers gun struck Mr. Solms' pouch.
It was the glass file.
No, wait, this is not.
It was the glass file exploding that caused the fellow's injury.
This bullet did not penetrate victim, but was deflected into wall of shop. I think this is the first time I see Band 6 actually drink from his wine bottle, from his wine glass. A delightfully complex aroma.
Well, it would appear one mystery has been solved at least.
Though it has no bearing on the truth of this case. Sorry, chat. I had to like John there. The bungling and burgling of brothers shot the detective, and the accused shot the pawnbroker. The pertinent facts of the case remain unaltered. Ugh.
But at least the mystery is solved. I can sleep easy tonight. Thank you, young man.
Duh. Thank you very much. Glad I could help.
Due to its bearing on the conundrum just solved, the court will sequester the scurry pouch as evidence.
Pouch isn't scruffy.
I bet that Iris made that pouch just for Sean's. The pouch Mr. Sean was wearing. One of the glass files is smashed and there are scorch marks around it.
Oh, the summation examination. It would appear the defense is somewhat struggling to alter opinion.
Please, my lord, a little more time. After all, that's a new piece of evidence. It could be a valuable clue. And you can't afford to overlook anything here, Ryunosuke. There's still a way to turn this around. Somehow. I'm sure of it. Let's see. I want to check out the new piece of evidence first. This file has been smashed to pieces. Personally, this is where the bullet struck.
As soon as the bullet hit the chemical in the file, there would have been a really big explosion.
A big explosion?
Well, Ronnie's potions and chemicals are amazingly useful for the investigation work he does. But they're also quite tricky to handle. Sadly, at least, they are very dangerous.
Oh,
I'm sure that when his file broke, the chemical inside would have ignited.
what was he carrying around? Gasoline? Note to self. Always walk on the right hand side of Sean's in future. The left is the danger zone. Oh, there it is. There's the bullet. It's really scorched badly just here.
Oh, the strap is broken, look!
This must be where the bullet hit then.
Let me.
The bullet is right there. What the? Iris, look! Behind where the broken file was. Do you see it? Imagine slapping a guy after he makes a joke and he fucking lights on fire. That's what in physics we call sudden combustion. Sudden human combustion is very possible, and you should be afraid of it.
The Skulking Brothers bullet!
But a stroke of luck that it hit his pouch. This is an amazing discovery. What this means is, there were 3 bullets fired at Windymax that night.
We found exactly what the juror was talking about. The third bullet!
It's time to press that juror again, I think. Their bullet has been entered into the court record. The projectile we discovered lodged in Mr. Sean's pouch. It caused one of the files to explode, injuring Mr. Sean's. Alright. the death of Herlock Sholmes, I was scared of a spontaneous human combustion as a teen. And solar flesh, understandable. This is the bullet that was fired from the Skulking Brothers gun on the night of the incident.
Yes, so it turns out it never actually entered Harley's body at all.
Thanks to the thick leather of the pouch that he was wearing. It saved him.
Harley's a bit lucky like that.
Well, considering what he had to go through in the hospital, I wonder how lucky he really was.
Oh dear, poor Harley.
Alright. As only 2 bullets were found at the scene. Objection. Wait, I cannot present this? Hold up. Oh, okay, we have to press. Is the number of bullets that has you convinced?
Only 2 bullets were fired. The 2 guns that fired them have been examined by the police. When the parlor maid asked me how many are invited for dinner, I was still here to count the table settings.
Well, that's logical, I suppose.
Although,
Yes?
sometimes after dining, crockery does go missing. 1 or 2 guests rather like the fine china.
Has your employer done with thieves?
So I suppose, if there was another bullet somewhere of which we weren't aware, I would have to reconsider my position.
Is there bullet somewhere on the scene? Could that be possible? I can prove it. Allow me to show you then. The 3rd bullet. Take that.
Take that!
Here it is. We discovered it just now. Yes, on the night in question in Windybank's pawnbrokery, another bullet was fired.
Hold it!
What is this new trickery, you Nipponese conjurer? Where did you find that bullet?
It was lodged inside Mr. Sholmes' pouch.
What?
This pouch was removed from around Mr. Sholmes' waist before he was taken to the hospital. And since then, it has been touched by no one.
Do you mean to say the shot fired by the Skulking Brothers that night?
Yes, as your lordship has surmised, it hit this pouch.
But that makes no sense whatsoever. We already know where the whereabouts of the bullet fired at Mr. Sholmes. It's clearly visible in the photographic print.
2 guns from the scene have already been submitted into the court record as evidence.
Yes, that of Mr. Windybank and that belonging to the Skulking Brothers.
An examination of both guns revealed that only a single bullet had been fired from each.
But that must mean...
That's right. We know now that on the night in question, 3 bullets were fired. However, only 2 bullets were fired from the guns recovered from the crime scene. And until that incontrovertible inconsistency is somehow explained, we cannot and must not pass judgment. Ugh. Ah!
Order! Order! While the submission examination remains incomplete, the court has been presented with new facts. Facts that would appear to shake the very foundations upon which the case against the defendant has been built. As is my prerogative in this situation, I hereby temporarily suspend the summation examination.
By Jupiter!
What?
Bailiff, bring the witnesses back to the stand at once.
Why am I here?
Why is poor Grayson there?
Witnesses! Governor! Why are you listening to the proceedings while the defense carried out the summation examination? We was, Governor, we was.
Perhaps we can dispense with the tedious preamble. Simply answer this one question. The 3rd bullet has been identified at the scene of the crime. What do you make of that?
Make a big gaff. I don't make nothing or nothing if I can help.
Is it one of yours? God blind me, Governor, God blind me! Not a chance. In that case,
You have an accomplice.
What? What? Never. The Skulking brothers work alone.
It's just the two of us. That's our trademark. But didn't you say the other day that you have a third brother that you were looking for? How soon we forget, poor Skulky. Only 2 of the bullets from the crime scene originated from the firearms we have in evidence. The third bullet was fired from another gun. Where is it?
Lammy. That's a head scratcher.
Counsel for the defense.
Yes?
I should like to hear your thoughts regarding these new developments.
Oh boy. I am very scared to see what happens.
The third bullet, and the mysterious missing firearm from whence it came.
Thinking back over all the testimony we've heard, and all the evidence we've seen, I think I'm starting to form a picture. Picture of what really happened that night. My lord, I think it's clear what this third bullet tells us about the Skulking brothers. They had a secret accomplice. Yeah, probably. This one is most likely. Because again, I don't see them being the actual murderers to this case. They have no relevance whatsoever. And we still have to meet this guy again. So they must have had a secret accomplice. On that night at Windy Bank's Pan Brokery, the brothers must have been working with a third man.
Damn.
The witnesses are clearly doing their best to cover up the existence of this accomplice. But the evidence all points to the fact that there was someone else present. Someone carrying a gun.
Objection!
An accomplice, you say? Pixwell. These protracted proceedings have already forced us to endure 2 summation examinations. Yet in all that time, there has been not a murmur of a third man. In this apparently wraith-like being exists. The court must be shown hard evidence. Without it, this fantasy will be crushed. So I have an idea. If Sean's wasn't shot in the way that his blood would have, you know, scrambled over here, and the guy in white, the guy wearing white that I showed earlier, that's this pin the other day. Maybe this is not Sean's blood. Maybe this is that guy's blood. Oh boy. Ugh. The prosecution demands answers on 2 counts. Firstly, proof, evidence, that this accomplice was ever at the scene of the crime. And secondly, the identity of this spurious character. Skulkies are lying, I know that. But how can I ascertain the identity of the person they are hiding?
Well, counsel,
I'm supposed to prove the existence of this accomplice and reveal the person's identity even. In response to the prosecution's demands, my lord, the defense is ready to present answers. I guess we can present the blood samples. Okay, let's try it. The defense is ready. I believe I can provide all the answers the prosecution demands. So, my Nipponese friend, despite the swimming eyes, you seem to think you have something to say. This promises to be interesting. I have to push forward now. There's no other option. I need to use every single piece of evidence available to me if it will make a difference.
In that case, Counsel, I would ask you to present the evidence without delay. On the night in question, in the moments leading up to the death of the victim, what proof have you that there was a third intruder present at the scene?
Take that!
The evidence is right here, in this portfolio.
Oi, Jove, that portfolio again, is it?
Do you expect the court to rifle through your papers itself? Be more specific. You claim one of those blood samples proved the presence of this third intruder. Well, which one is it? I don't know if I should probably present number 1. And use this, I don't know, I'm going to present number 1 because that's the first one that we got.
Take that!
What am I looking at here? There appears to be some green paint or such like around the bullet hole in the middle of the calendar.
That's a blood stain, my lord.
A bloodstain.
Green blood. Curious, even for you. Is the court to understand that the intruder was some unhuman creature? It's something developed by Mr. Sherlock Holmes.
By the great detective. You mentioned. Stop. That's it appeared in stories. Stop. It's neat to see. It doesn't have a name yet, though. This fogger sprays a chemical that reacts with the different elements in people's blood. It changes color.
Different elements of people's blood.
Yes, everyone's blood is slightly different, you see. Because it's made up of different elements. So, by seeing what color it changes to, you can tell in a flash whose blood it is. Ooh, that brings a whole extra dimension to looking at blood. Look at blood in courtroom. Stop. Very exciting. Stop.
As an example, this one shows the blood of the victim, Mr. Windybank.
Oh, a striking blue.
Yes, so you see, the green color of this bloodstain on the calendar shows that somebody else was shot in the main part of the shop. Now, hold fire there, young man. Could be from some unrelated incident, couldn't it? No, it's not unrelated. The date showing on the calendar is the date on which the Mr. Windybank was killed. By golly! Therefore, we can assume that whoever was shot on the same day.
Then, whose blood is it?
Well, the Skulking brothers in the stand don't appear to be suffering from any gunshot injuries. Which means it must be the blood of somebody else. The third intruder, in fact.
Objection!
Whose identity the court is still waiting to hear. You can't delay this any longer, my learned friend. Okay. It should be the man in white. Egbert Benedict, a young English gentleman with an aloof and high-handed manner. He appeared at Windybank's pawnbrokery accusing Gina of stealing his redemption ticket.
Take that!
The man's name is Egbert Benedict.
Egbert Benedict! Who on earth are you talking about, Counsel?
He paid a visit to Windybank's pawnbrokery on the afternoon before the incident took place. When the accused attempted to deceive the pawnbroker into releasing this article into her possession. That's right. The man identified by the defense, Mr. Egbert Benedict, then attempted to take the article from the defendant by force. And that's when the blood thing happened. Oh, what voice did I give this guy? What voice? Broker! No, that wasn't the voice. Yes, sir. I believe this filthy pocket thief has just redeemed an article from you, no? Yes. The article in question belongs to me. I demand for it to be returned at once.
Oh, that's a lie. What are you trying to pull?
Give me back my overcoat, you wastrel. And needless to say... He's posing like the Skulking brothers! I knew it. Any music box discs too? Inspector Gregson was there at the time, and can attest to what happened. In the end, it was the inspector himself who took the disc.
Can you corroborate this account, Inspector?
Yes, my lord. That's more or less what happened. And in the interest of being thorough, I asked Windybank for a print showing the fellow. Taken from one of his red-handed recorder, Gavin says. Yes, it's him talking to Mr. Windybank that morning.
And you claim this man is the brother's accomplice?
Well, Mr. and Mr. Skulkin,
I've never seen the geezer before in my life.
On me life, Goff, on me life. Never seen him. Well, somewhat unsurprisingly, it appears our witnesses disagree with the assertion.
I'm sure your lordship recalls my learned Nipponese friend's actual assertion, which was that he could prove the identity of the alleged accomplice.
Yes, and I can. Then show us the evidence.
I agree. You must see proof that the clean-cut gentleman in this photograph is the filthy criminal you say he is.
This is the last piece of evidence. I had a feeling that something has been missing in this cell from the very start. But now, I'm going to drag it, kicking and screaming into the courtroom.
Are you ready to present your answer to the court then, counsel?
Yes, my lord. The defense will present the evidence now. Proof that the man pictured in the photographic print was, in fact, the person struck by the third bullet. It has to... where's the blood sample thing?
Take that!
That proof is right here, in this portfolio.
Good gracious, counsel. Does the portfolio contain the answers to every question posed?
I see you share my interest in claret-colored liquids, my Nipponese friend. But... enough. The court demands to see further evidence. Which blood sample proves the man you identify was the one shot by the third bullet at the scene of the crime? It has to be... number 4.
Take that!
As I mentioned before, on the afternoon of the day in question, the defendant attempted, deceitfully, admittedly, to reclaim this disc from Windybanks. Oh, sorry, I had to burp there. Okay.
Which is when the aforementioned Edgar Benedict appeared on the scene, I believe. This man then attempted to purloin the article from the defendant's possession. No?
That's correct, my lord. I myself was present at the time. It was following this that a minor incident occurred. But of course, sir. Here's the disc for you. Very well. Then I shall bid you farewell. Say goodbye to style.
Wait a minute! That disc! It's mine! Oh! What do you think you're doing, you little trump? You've thrown blood, you filthy animal.
Being a music box disc, it has countless small but sharp metal protrusions over its surface. Those protrusions cause Mr. Benedict's finger to bleed. And the resulting smear of blood is still visible on the disc now.
Goodness! A bloodstain, is it?
My assistant and I have just analyzed the bloodstain here in this very courtroom.
You think? My trusty poker gun!
Yes? And we added the results to this portfolio.
I say!
It's green!
Wait, the number 5 was the Morse lady?
It's exactly the same color as the blood around the calendar!
The evidence is conclusive. A man calling himself Mr. Edgar Benedict, who was in Windybanks earlier in the day, is the accomplice who was present at the scene of the crime that same night. So there was someone else there. Look at those two brothers now. They're sweating buckets. Oi, what are you talking about? My lord, It is the opinion of the defense that Mr. Edgar Benedict should be summoned to the courtroom to testify.
You will certainly seem that we can ill afford to ignore this gentleman's apparent presence.
Objection!
This has gone on long enough now. This flagrant ignorance of the mechanics of law. Sherlock Holmes, you say? Yes, I've heard the name. The protagonist in a series of short stories for the vulgar classes. A god of detection or some such. And now you employ chemical substances devised by this fantastical persona in the highest court in the land? Wow, Van Six is pissed off. Do you expect us to take you seriously? The samples made by this plaything are not fit to be called evidence. And then the judge dies from the and then he dies. So the bloodstain turned a shade of green. What of it? Here's to you successfully proving that no other blood in the world would turn the same color. Well... I know what you are. And pray, do not even think of suggesting that we should take Mr. Sham's word for it. Ugh. Is he right, Mr. Shams? Huh? I don't know, I mean, he's a great detective. What are you talking about? We can't let him get away with that. I mean, he is. Lupara, don't get... like, you can't say no to that. I knew it would come to this. Of course Mr. Shams' invention isn't going to be recognized by any official body. But, what other choice did I have?
I'm just remembering what Father Christmas over there said.
Father Christmas! We have Father Christmas on an Ace Attorney stream 2 days before Christmas. If this isn't fucking Destiny, I don't know what is. It's almost Christmas Eve, everyone.
I'm just remembering what Father Christmas over there said before. About how he was temporarily suspending the submission examination.
Hold up, chat. I will be right back. Okay, sorry, I'm back.
In other words, the examination isn't over yet, is it?
Good grief. What did you just say, young girl?
In the submission examination, the decision as to whether or not the trial continues is in the hands of the 6 jurors, isn't it?
Ooh, she played you like a fool, Van Six.
So, the way I see it, it doesn't matter what certain other people think of Harley's invention. At least, not for now.
You will continue with this trial, or I will shoot you with my law gun. Yes, she's right.
Young lady, you have quite a devious mind.
It really just comes down to one thing. Whether these ladies and gentlemen of the jury are convinced by what you say, Bruno. Is that about right, would you say? Or did I misunderstand something?
Unbelievable. Mr. Son's partner is a force to be reckoned with.
Iris Wilson, sharpshooter.
The MVP of this trial, Iris.
After that shrewd precis of the situation from an entirely unexpected source, it must be acknowledged that the previous summation examination has yet to reach its conclusion.
This is absurd.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, the court now looks to you for your final leanings on this matter. As proud citizens of Her Majesty's Britain, I am sure you will come to fair and just conclusions.
Bruh, why she has a gun? Because she can. Victor, because she can.
So then, state your final decisions in turn, please.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty. Guilty.
Guilty.
Not guilty.
Ooh. The poor sergeant always slams his head because he doesn't want to touch anything with his hands. That's very cute. But also, please stop stop headbutting the table, sir.
2 called guilty and 4 called not guilty. That is the outcome of the summation examination.
Objection.
My lord, with all due respect, this is an outrage. The prosecution refuses to accept this decision.
On what grounds?
If these jurors are persuaded by some half-baked concoction devised by a pretender to real police work, then they are too ignorant to be trusted with the judgment of anyone's guilt.
I'm sorry, Lord Van Six, but the outcome of the summation examination cannot be ignored. This trial will continue.
Ugh. Ah! Man 6 has the hots for the white guy.
Nevertheless, we find ourselves in a rather awkward situation. The defense has very reasonably requested the
Subpoena? Subpoena?
subpoena of the new witnesses. Of a new witness. But sadly, I fear that will be impossible.
Subpoena. Got it. What?
The name of the gentleman gave for himself, Edgar Benedict, is quite clearly false.
I don't believe it. Just when I had managed to prove the man was there that night. Good. Could I say something?
Who was that, please? Who spoke?
It was me, my lord.
Juror number 5? Out of all people, you come to my rescue?
What have you to say, madam?
If possible, Inspector,
Me, ma'am.
I wonder if you might show the photographic print to me again. I wonder which gentleman is shown.
Ah, right, yes. This one you mean, of Mr. Benedict.
That may be on your possession. When they ask you to give documents relating to the case, that may be in your possession. Are they brother and sister? Hold up. Hold the fuck up, chat. Wait, what? Are they brother and sister? Are they related somehow?
Yes. There's no doubt in my mind.
You're number 5. You don't mean to say... You know this man?
Yes, I know him.
What? No.
Good gracious! Great Scott, what the fuck is going on? Order! 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 You're number 5. How on earth?
I am a communications officer. Stop.
As we can clearly see.
The gentleman in the photograph is... Stop. Also a communications officer. Stop. He works in my office. Stop.
Okay, so they're not related.
A very talented operator, in fact. Stop. He should be in the communication station now. Stop. Tapping away on the telegraph. Stop.
This doesn't seem right somehow. I can't put my finger on it on why, but it doesn't feel right. They're just Britain white. Yeah, because all of the juries have been very, very, very careful and related and helpful to this case somehow. They're like, it's like they were chosen on purpose.
I suppose we'll imagine the accomplice would be some sort of hardened criminal. It's a bit unexpected to find out that he has a respectable job by day, whatever he gets up to at night.
Yes, I suppose that's it. I suppose that's why I felt something was wrong.
If the gentleman is at London's communication station, we should be able to subpoena him within the hour. Lord Van Six, if you please.
Yes, my lord.
Make the necessary arrangements with all haste.
As your lordship bids.
court will recess for 1 hour. When any witnesses arrive, any witness arrives, we shall reconvene to hear the gentleman's testimony. Inspector Gregson,
Yes, my lord.
I should like to hear from you specifically about events at the pawnbrokery and the day in question. Come to my chambers during the recess.
Yes, sir, my lord.
Very well. Court is adjourned until 1:40 p.m.
To be continued. Yes, please. Oh my god. Alright, so I think we're going to... This is a perfect place to leave it here. So we are going back to the title. There we go. So let me just quickly enter here. Perfect. Okay, thank you everyone for being here. Thank you CPC Gamer for the raid. Thank you Empirical Woodland, Libel, Blue Parrot, Beep, Riddle, and everyone else who was just lurking and having fun. Thank you so much for being here. It's been a wonderful, and thank you Redsky for being here as well. And yeah, perfectly everyone, thank you for being here. It's been a lovely stream. We've won for like, well, it's literally just 3 hours, so I think that's a perfect place to leave it here. Oh man, we had a lot of, and Victor and La Yaya and Damian and everyone. Thank you for being here. It's been a fantastic stream after so long. And felices fiestas, happy holidays everyone. I don't know if I will stream again before the year ends, but be on the lookout for that. So let's see if we can find someone to raid into. Let's see. Ah, en mi burrito sabanero voy camino de Belén. Sí. So Timbo is playing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet right now. So I feel like we should pay him a little visit. You know, from Spain to Spain. It seems that he has just started the game, so remember chat, no spoilers for him. We're just passing by to say hello. Alright, I will be seeing you next time. Let me initiate the raid first. How... Dark, what was that you butchered it? I forgot how the song goes, Blue Parrot, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I remember 25 de diciembre, fum fum fum. Maybe I should just open a stream and start singing Spanish Christmas jingles. That would be fun. But anyway, thank you so much for being here, everyone, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.